Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, can everyone see us? Okay, are we live already?
Yeah, I think so.
We are live already, right?
Yes, we are
Okay,
live now.
yes, we are live. Okay, welcome back to Beyond Masterclass, everyone. Okay, so you see a handsome gentleman is sitting beside me. Okay, Wesley Chan. Okay, Wesley, let's say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
Yes, yes. So thank you for coming to our Beyond Masterclass. This is episode 4. Okay, I'm super grateful and honored to have this gentleman, our speaker of today. Okay,
you.
Wesley Chan. Yeah. So do comment hi, drop by hi, and say hi to Wesley if you are first time seeing Wesley, or you are already his student or watch him in previous magazine or other class. Let's say hi to Wesley. Hi, Wesley below. Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
So yeah, okay, so today's topic is suitable for who? Okay, today agents who feel lost during this lockdown period, or the agents who already on track but want to break through and double up your sales. You are at the right channel right now, okay? So it's good for real estate agents and insurance agents or banker or entrepreneur to learn more about some positive mindset and also some skill set to do sales as well. So you must stay with us and then watch till the end. Okay, so our speaker Wesley will be sharing very important notes and tips, which is super helpful for us. Okay, thanks to everyone who has been supporting us since episode 1. Okay, let me recall who is our previous speaker. Okay, so the episode 1, okay, we have Sean Lee. Episode 2, we have Dr. Wittergan. Episode 3, we have Raphael Wong. And right now, we have Wesley Chan. Yeah. Okay, do comment yes if you have been watching our channel since episode 1. So do comment which episode give you the most impact among all. Okay, so do say hi for those who just joined in. Say hi, hello, hello. Okay, so at the meanwhile, we have been receiving a lot of good comments from the audience, and then there is some requests on our coming topics also. So we will try to conduct it later on. Okay, so to comment if you have any interested topic would like us to do the next episode. Okay, so I've been talking too much, I know. Okay, back to our topic of today. So how to convert sales during crisis. Okay, it will be conducted by our speaker of today, Mr. Wesley Chan. Okay, so I know Wesley since a year ago, okay, during his NLP class. Yeah, so I still remember he's a very gentleman and then sharing and talking in front, very yao yang. Then I was like, wow, okay, then I start follow his Instagram and Facebook until today. So it's my honor to have him, yeah, today to share with us. Yeah. So he is a sales breakthrough coach and keynote speaker, and also 3 times of the TEDx speaker, and experienced more than 9 years with coach 120,000 individuals across 20 cities. Wow, it's amazing. Okay, so Wesley will be giving a ebook, okay, a free ebook only by today for the audience here. Okay. It's a 14 days breakthrough action plan. It's very super useful for you who lock down yourself in the house but want to double up your sales, want to improve yourself. So how we get this ebook, okay, it's very simple. Just follow the 3 steps, okay. First, you like this video and share this video to 4 pages, okay. Like this video and share this video to 4 pages and tag your friend who you think he might or she might interested in the topic of today, okay, and then like this page, okay, IQI Sales Beyond, okay, and also comment learn, LEARN, okay, to get this ebook for free. Okay, so yeah, for those who join in, our topic of today will be how to break through and also how to convert case during the crisis period. Okay, yeah. So yeah, let me pass this floor to Wesley to say hi and do some introduction about yourself. Wesley.
All right. Thank you very much, Race. And for those of you who are joining me here, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah. So again, I heard that this is the 4th episode, right, Race?
Yep, the fourth
Oh,
episode.
okay, interesting. Again, thank you so much for having me here. I personally got to know Ray's. Yeah, lah. I think was it last year, last 2 years? I don't quite remember, but I think it was in
Yeah.
was
I
in the
think it's
sharing lah.
2018. Yeah. 2 years ago, I guess.
Right. Okay. No, time flies, right? My name is Wesley Chan. For those of you here, so I'm a sales breakthrough coach. I help business owners and salespeople to double their sales under 12 months. So yeah, I do training for the past 9 years, and very lucky to do what I love and love what I do. So I've been training more than 120,000 people across 20 cities, and one of my most passionate topic is in mindset and sales. Yeah, and again, thank you so much for having me here today. So let's make it a very casual conversation here. For those who are here, say hi. So I know you're watching this right now. All right, good. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, say hi first. Yes. Okay, so say hi to Wesley, and also for those who just join in, do comment, learn, okay, to get the ebook from Wesley. So the ebook is about 14 days breakthrough action plan. Okay, so help to like this page and like this video and share this video to 4 pages and tag your friends who might be interested in the topic of today. Okay, how to convert the case during crisis. Okay, so yeah, learn. Okay, I see somebody typing learn. Okay, so tap boost the comment bar. Learn. Okay, to get the ebook by Wesley. Okay, so you can see our admin is actually posting the comment, also the steps. Okay, cool.
Right.
Thanks everyone for staying with us. So let's start our interview section by today. Okay, so first questions. Yeah, Wesley. What do you take as your dinner? Have you taken your dinner yet?
Yes. I managed to take a quick dinner just now. Today quite busy lah. I mean, personally for me, because I run training. So
Okay.
I mean, before MCO happened, can do live training, live coaching and all. So now during MCO, have to adapt to the new norm. So we'll be doing a lot of coaching and training online, doing Facebook Live and virtual. Okay lah, I managed to eat lah. Don't worry lah.
Okay. So, how's your day, and what do you think about the current market and the situation right now?
Okay. This is a very good question. I would like to think that during this MCO, during this COVID, there's a lot of hidden opportunity. A topic that I'm very passionate to talk about right now. Okay. I would like to believe that there are when you talk about control, right? So there are two things that I think that we talk about control. So what do I mean? When we look at us being a salespeople, right? There are two things about control. One are things that's within our control, and one are things that's beyond our control. Okay, so what I mean, right? Things are beyond your control means things that I have no control of. Like for example, COVID lah, MCO lah, already happened. So basically, we can't really control or change things unless things gradually improve, right? So that's called things beyond the control. But what we can control, again, is what we call as within control. Means we can look at this, whether do we see it as an opportunity, or do we see it now as a disaster or crisis? Now, personally for me, because I would like to think that during MCO, and especially for those of you who are doing sales, is a very good time. And I say this not because of just purely motivation. I say this because it is also my very biased experience. So when during first day MCO started, a lot of people panic, go and buy toilet roll, go and buy Maggie mee and all, very normal for those of you, right? Me including. But the thing is that I think it's a good time where, because when there's crisis, there's always opportunity. Okay, so what do I mean? When there's crisis, right, a lot of people are in fear. When they're in fear means what? People got problem. Now, us being in sales, I think one thing which is very important is this. When people are in fear, people got problem, we are the one giving solution. So therefore, if we keep adding value, giving solution, right, I would like to think that it's a very good time for us. So I think one thing that for all of us here watching this video right here, of course, things cannot control one. We don't focus so much because it will make you more disappointed, make you more frustrated. But what we can control is the way we look at this. Do we see it as an opportunity, or do we see it as a crisis? Now, because the first fundamental thing I think that works for me and a lot of my coaching clients is we must first believe it's an opportunity. Because if even though whatever strategy I will share with you later towards the later part of the interview, but if our mindset is still like, cannot lah, cannot die, then the strategy we do also half-hearted. So therefore, I think very important here to begin this interview here today. We must first believe. We must see this as an opportunity. That means we must see and say, hey, whatever happened, let it happen. But right now, let's see as an opportunity. We must first believe that we can. So I think that's my take right now. MCO is a good time to do sales. Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of opportunity actually you can see from this crisis? Like business or a good way to brand ourselves or in touch with our clients or friends or learn some cooking skills? Yeah, what opportunity do you see? Yeah.
Okay, so let me elaborate that. I mean, very good, interesting race. Obviously, I don't look like a good cook. Okay, so what happened is this. And again, why do I say that it's an opportunity? Okay, so let's look at how crisis happened. When crisis means the whole market are in fear. So one thing I strongly believe in this, where again, we must continue to add value, keep in touch, and engage with our prospects, our customers, add value. And you see, one thing I like about MCO is a very different thing that when we read across different crises and all, right? It has never been a time of history of mankind that so many people are going online. And I actually interviewed before some of the previous people and say the internet search is increased by easily 60 to 80%. That means people got no choice but to stay at home. So which comes another huge opportunity because people are at home, they don't know what to do, and they're constantly searching for information. So I think it's a very good time that we should actually go and leverage on the space of online. And again, it's a good time for us to go and tap into online and to go online and to see what we can do to continue adding value. Now, you mentioned a very good point right now during crisis, because the market will surely recover. Because it won't be like all the way down. When is the lowest point, we all don't know, and I'm not an economist, so I don't dare to say that. But you see, is this. It will definitely go back to normal. And one thing is interesting is when crisis happen, right? Okay, I think like MCO I think you may understand this race. If let's say MCO finish what is the first thing that you're gonna do?
I'm going to karaoke, hug my family, eat steamboat, shopping, whatever, travel around,
All right, so you mentioned a very good point. Everything that you say involves money. So which means, right, people will go into a spending habit again, and especially in Malaysia here, people will go into this one thing called a revenge buying behavior. Means I need to go and cut my hair, spend some money. People will go back into the market. And here's the point. If during crisis we are with our clients, we add value, we engage them, we continue adding value, there are videos, there are ebook that we give them, we help them, right? So people will remember you. After MCO, when the market recovers, right? So people have no choice but to buy from you. So the question is, during crisis, if we are there to support our clients, which means after crisis, it's a good time for us to win over them. So therefore, I would like to think that this time, because during the initial days of MCO, some people already start to give up, some people but yet some people take this opportunity to step up. So I highly recommend for those of you here watching right now, I would like to think it's a very good time. Like what you say, Ray's mentioned a very good point, engage, keep in touch. And I can share with you some strategies later because I purely believe in this one thing. I don't want to just make it like a motivation thing because at the end of the day, motivation will only work when there's execution, when there's action.
Yeah.
Having said that, I think being positive is the number one thing that we must have because why? Positive doesn't mean that you can fly to the moon. When you're positive, it means that you can perform much better than being negative. So positive thinking is good when you follow up with action. So that's my take for you, Race.
Thank you so much. Okay, so what kind of action or what kind of skill set we must learn or have to achieve what you mentioned just now? Yeah.
Okay. So this was inspired by so I don't know about you, Race. One of the toughest questions me and my wife, right? So every day, one of our concern is always think, what should we eat?
True.
Okay, I don't know, but I mean, all of you friends, I think is around the same. What to eat at the next meal? So the thing is that when it comes to this kind of situation, right? So of course, me being the head of the family, must go and buy groceries and must go and do shopping now. As you can see, I'm not a good cook and never a good cook. So there was one day I was buying frozen meat, frozen food, and I went back home, right? And then of course must put in the fridge. When you're about to cook, you gotta take it, you need to defreeze. Once you defreeze, put in the frying pan, then you heat, and then you warm, and then you cook, and then you grill. Only you can eat the food, right? So there was one time I was preparing, and something came into my mind, and I realized that even food also need time to warm and heat. Prospects and customers are exactly the same. Now let me tell you why. In times of crisis, right, people will go into frozen. That means they are more prudent. They want to save cash. Cash is king, and they want to be more cautious when it comes to spending behavior. So it is normal when under stress, crisis, people go into a frozen mode. So the question is this: why do sales technique before MCO and during MCO, why some tactic works and now cannot work, right? Because a lot of us here, customers, right, they suddenly go back into a saving mode and say, hey, I may not be ready to buy because I'm back into the frozen category. So here's my reflection to you. Now, we all need time to warm our prospects up. Okay, I know meat is a very interesting analogy, but we need time to heat them up, to move them from different stage, so that once they are ready to buy, they will buy. But the thing is this, not everybody will buy. So, but we need to think of a point on how do we continuously heat them up. Very similar on how we cook our meat or frozen food. How do we move them from one level to one level? So the reason why I share this, because now, if you know this mindset, right, then you know exactly what to do to move people from one level to one level to one level. And I thought of sharing this with you. So because, okay, let's put an analogy right now. So I'm going to call it L1, L2, L3, L4, and L5. Okay, okay, so just for easy purposes. Now, the first group of people, right, are what we call the L1 people. The L1 people, okay, let me show you here, since we use technology one. Can see, Aris?
Yeah, it's a triangle. Yeah.
So people who are here, right, L1 people are the ones who are in the frozen category. Now, frozen category means what? These are the people who are not interested. These are the L1. Now, move some more L2. L2 are the people who like, okay lah, neutral lah, I know you exist lah, fine. You know, they are like neutral lah. L3 are the people who, hey, you know, raise very good content, probably, you know, thank you so much, I know how to count DSR, I know what it means and all these things, right? So level 3 people are the ones who, okay, I will buy, but I don't know when. Now move up some more here to L4. These are the people who I will buy after MCO. Then we go up some more to L5. These are the people who will buy now. Now you must understand, right? Similar to a meat, we all take time to heat them up to go up the pyramid. Very similar to prospect, there are many strategies to move you from one to up. So the thing is this, the reason why some people here struggle during sales in crisis, because they always think, who wants to buy right now? But you are not talking to the right target audience because you're not heating them up yet. So what I would like to think is this, how can we heat our prospects up is to continuously add value to them. So the mindset is, again, focus on adding value. Not every post, everything that you say must go and sell one. I always like to think during crisis is good time to turn selling to serving. Serving means what? Keep adding value, keep helping them. If they need information, share content, share video, share articles, keep in touch with them, wish them. So that's what we can do. Yeah.
Very good point you mentioned is like turn selling to serving. Okay, let's type this at the comment bar as a note for you all. Okay, so for those who just joined in, let's say hi to Wesley. Okay, Wesley Chan, our speaker of today. And the topic of today is how to convert sales during the crisis. Okay, so we are halfway of the interview. Okay, let's comment, learn, LEARN to get the ebook by Wesley. It's a 14 days how to do the action plan. Okay, and also like this video, share this video to 4 pages to get the ebook. Okay, so back to the topic. Just now, Wesley, you mentioned we have to continuously to heat up the audience, like level 1 to level 5. So how can we serve them or give them some values or do the bonding with them through what kind of activities or what kind of ways or platform? Can you share more with us?
Okay, so very interesting point. You talk about something which I'm very excited about, which I want to share with you right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is that, okay, now I think we must first understand, I think the basic is this. Okay, number one, we must believe it's an opportunity. Now you have to turn selling to serving. We must continue adding value. And the mindset must be very simple. Now, you must be with your customers right now, because let me tell you why. Again, human mindset, if I need help the time you are there, when the market recovers, I will remember you. I got better rapport with you. So hence, I will be sharing with you some very practical strategy, and that's my guarantee for you watching here today, because I want to make this very helpful and actionable. I don't want to just talk about motivation mindset, but then there's no action, right? So, and again, one option is again the 14 days action plan. I really lay down for those who want. You can comment, learn, and whatsoever, right? Okay, so let me share with you right now in terms of what I mean in terms of moving people from one to one. Okay, so let me show you here right now. Okay, now this is what I strongly believe. If you can see, race.
Yep.
Okay, good.
X,
now for those of you watching,
okay.
Let me just remind you again for those watching, right? So L1, L2, L3, L4, and L5, right? So L1 are the people who are not interested. L2 are the people who are neutral. L3 are the people who will buy, but don't know when. L4 will buy later, and L5 will buy now. Now, we must start thinking of what we need to do to move people from here all the way up here. Now, it is actually interesting because there are many strategies that we can do. And since I'm here today, feel free to ask me any questions. If I can address, I will answer to you. I can't guarantee I can tell you all the answer because I'm not God. I tell you what I know lah. Okay, now. So what happened is this. Now, first thing is this. How do we move from these people to a neutral category? Now, this is very interesting because now, move from people here, not interested, to a neutral. So what do? We use this strategy called respond. Now means what? One of the important things that I recommend to all of you here right now is to look back all your database, your roadshow list that you have, your referrals, everybody that you know, and look through all the database that you have. Now, first important thing is touch base with them. Now means what? Have an initial contact point. It can be over email, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Instagram, and all. It can even be as simple as things like, hi Race, hope you and your family are doing fine. Let me know if you need any support. Very simple communication, well wishes, drop them, hi, how are you? Let me know if you need any support. So well wishes like this, in order for you to get response. Now, let me tell you why this is so important, because, and again, you don't want to simply just forward an email and straight away sell yourself. Now, I don't believe in that. I always believe you need to make the initial engagement and connection. So, and again, move people from L1 to L2 is when you need to get people to respond to you. One of the best ways that you can do right now is send them well wishes. Genuinely hope that people are fine and no intention of selling. Don't attach brochure. Don't send like a YouTube of the, all this overview of the showroom. Don't do that. Just touch base with them and just say, hey, how are you? Hope you're doing fine. Let me know if you need any support and help. Now, there are good times they will say, thank you very much. I'm actually looking for a property. But there are times they just blue tick, don't reply. It doesn't matter. Your mindset, you are here genuinely because you want to reach out to them and let me know if you need any help. Everybody, let me tell you the mindset of service. Sincerity is always better than strategy. Let me tell you what, we learn all these different closing techniques. I think you will know this for sure. It will work a lot better when you are sincere and genuine. So therefore, you just wish them, hi, how are you? Let me know if you need any help. Don't attach brochure, don't send YouTube link, nothing. No intention of selling. Now, let me share with you my experience. So day one of MCO, what happened was, okay lah, everybody panic. I also follow panic, but we sit down and we go and reach out to all our customers, our database. I basically run sales training, so I train more companies. So I just say, hey, how are you? Let me know if you need any help. Now, interestingly, there are two people who reply and say, thank you very much, Wesley. We are looking for somebody to do a virtual session for my team. Come reply, come, don't, come also doesn't matter. Again, we are not here to sell. Our response right now is this, is to move people from L1 to L2, which means now you break the ice first. You break the ice and just let people know you are here to stay. You are still here. Now is not the time for us to rest. If you ask me, right, MCO is a very, 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 very good time for us to do sales. Let me tell you why. Crisis is limited time, which means, right, market will recover someday. So every second that is happening right now, it's actually a golden time for us to take action. Many people will actually give up. Some people will remain status quo and neutral. Some people will continue doing sales. So now it's a very good time for anybody to go and capture the market, because why? A lot of people are going online. So one of the things that you can do, well wishes, put on Facebook, go wish people, no intention in selling, just to get people to respond to you. For those of you here who are more well-versed in Facebook marketing and all those email, right? The more response that you get, the more yes, the more likes that you get, your post will become more viral. Your key right now is to develop the engagement first. How? To move people L1 to L2, just make people to respond to you and don't sell. That is the initial key right now. Don't every time you put, hey, comment below, I got extra 5%. Once in a while can lah. Back in those days can. Maybe now you need to reduce and add more value. So that's number one. That's how you move people from L1 to L2. Okay. So again, the purpose L1 to L2 is to make people to respond to you. Okay. Now, interesting part, let me carry on right now. Okay, now people respond to you and say, okay, now I know that everyday Race is doing Facebook Live. Now I know that people here watching, right? Okay, now you know you wish me. Okay, now I know that you still stay. How do we move people from L2 to L3? Which means right now, if I'm going to hit the meat one more time, right? How do we move people from this category to this category? Now, one of the things that you can do is to give them useful value. Now, what I mean by useful value, share valuable content that can help people, that you think people need to know. Share videos, share ebooks if you have, share videos, share ebooks, share articles, share content that will help people. Now, here's the thing. Why do we do so? Based on three main purposes. So that people know you exist, people know you have experience, people know that you are expert. Continue sharing value. Now, one of the things that example things can be like 5 strategies to invest during crisis. It can be the 3 things that you must know on property investment during crisis. Best 3 locations to look for during crisis. 3 best countries to invest with positive GDP during crisis, or something like that. Share important values so long as you got something to share and help people want. And again, what is called value? Value means a solution to your customer's problem. So I think that's very important. That's a key point. Again, continue sharing value. And yeah, so this I think I recommend. So feel free to just share your content, help people out there, and let people know that you still exist. Don't remain quiet. Go and share and help people, because now is the time for us to continue serving our market. Yeah, great, Grace.
Okay, so it's a very useful point, like convert from level 1 to level 2 is to keep sending them some greetings to let them respond, okay? And then from level 2 to level 3 is to keep furnishing them with some good values. Yeah. Okay, so what about to level 2 to level 3? Level 3 to level 4. Yeah.
Okay, good. So just now what I say is we give value. Value is to make people realize. And again, L1 to L2 is respond. L2 to L3 is realize. Okay, now how to realize that? Facebook Live, interview, ebook, many ways. I think before I talk about L3 to L4, right? I think it's very important right now. A lot of people here, I foresee a lot of salespeople have this challenge. And again, so here we move from L1 to L2, people respond. L2 to L3, people realize. How do you realize that you are good? Again, you share ebook, values, all those things. Now, here's another thing that a lot of salespeople come and tell me. Say, Wesley, do video. Can or not my face? My English cannot. I don't know how to share point. My eyes very small. Now, I think here's the time. Now, I used to think like that. That's why I can tell very proudly. And again, I think you must always remember people buy you. People buy the real you. Even though you can speak very good English, very perfect Mandarin and all, but people like people who are more human. So I think therefore it's very important for us to share what you know in your expertise. Like things that, again, what are some values that you think that your customers want to know? What are the things they're looking for? What if they're having first house, second house, cannot rent out, what they can do? Now share some useful value for them. Now the question that you may ask me is this: Wesley, how do I know what problem they have? Now, why not you look at all the people that you talked to before? Like, for example, the people you send well wishes. For those who reply, right, you can ask them, hey, now you well wishes already, they respond to you. You can say, hey, I just want to understand how is the market right now. So I'm currently just validating, and I want to check with you on a very quick 10 minutes call. Is it okay if I call you someday? So then you can call your best 3, 5, 10 customer and just genuinely call them and say, hey, any concerns so far? What's the problem that you have with property investment? What are you currently doing? So check with them and get to know what is the real problem. Now, from what you hear, right, you will realize 3, 5, 10 people that you call, right, they will somehow have the same problem one. Because the market is around, okay, if you know your target market well, you roughly will know around the same issues they have. Get to know what they want to know, come up with articles, Facebook interviews, so many things that you can do, continue adding value. So then you know that that's the thing that's called value, right? So now the thing is, okay, after people watch, they download your ebook and all those things, so what you need to do next. So now here, let me share with you this one thing right now. Now, just now, you already move people through your ebook and video and all, right? So already moved to the L3 already. How to move people from L3 to L4, all right? How do you move people further from L3 to L4? The next thing is called convince. Now, chances are, see you before, well wishes meet you before. Next thing is download your ebook, watch your video, communicate with you before. Chances are they already know that you exist, Race got experience, got some expertise. Now is the time that you can do your approach and say, hey, Race, I hope that you have been seeing my Facebook Live and ebook, hope that's useful. And I thought of just sharing this with you. Recently, we have just launched a property here in this place. And I thought of sharing this with you. I'm not too sure they will help. Is it okay if we arrange half an hour conversation? Now, what did I use just now is approach strategy. And again, we all very used to doing sales call. I recommend sales call is still one of the most most powerful sales tactic ever. Sales call, because why? People instant can hear your voice, can develop empathy and trust. Now, call them, approach them. Some of you will say, okay, WhatsApp, it doesn't matter. Now, L3 to L4, that's the time you approach them, convince them. Arrange for a half an hour Zoom call, Webex, Microsoft Teams, whatever it is, right? Arrange for half an hour time and then you present your project. Now, here is what I find useful. Last time selling, right? High pressure, high tactic can. Now, you know what, Race? You buy this one, you confirm 30% increase one. Now you say during crisis, Race, you confirm increase. People say like, so, again, based on my bias experience, because sometimes too high pressure, too confident in selling, people will feel that hey, this one sure got selling intention. So I highly recommend for those of you here, one of the best ways during crisis to use very softener words. Now, what is called softener words? I'm not too sure it will help you. I'm not here to sell. You see first and then you tell me. So these softener words will make people feel more comfortable. And again, your process is to hit the conversation, to nurture the lead. So then you do your 30 minutes presentation, and then at the end, you ask people to buy or not. How do we move people from L4 to L5 later after this? It's all back to how you negotiate, which is all the skills that you learn, like 5% rebate, 8%, 1% down payment, all these are very good. So all these things will happen at the top. So the thing is this, we all very used to selling, we know all the tactics and all, adding value. The thing is this, I think we need to put extra steps to hit people up, down there. So right here is all about getting people to respond. Then people realize through your ebooks, your videos. So getting online is a must, is no longer a choice. Now from L3 to L4 is you convince them, where you arrange for an appointment. L4 to L5 is how you make them commit. How to make people commit is when you give them offer, rebates, you give them negotiation. So that's how I believe very helpful to move people from a frozen stage to a buying stage. And again, the reason why this is so useful right now, because we need to hit people. We need to nurture our leads right now. And one of the good things is online is a good platform. So for those of you here, you think that you cannot go online, I think now have got no choice. We must go online so that we still exist for our customers. So get used to getting online. If for those of you very scared to do Facebook Live like Race like very confident, right? Do interviews, shares, articles, YouTube video, at least whatever that you talk to people is something adding value. And here's my take as a salespeople. Please, during this time of MCO, give people assurance. Means what? Things that we say out means a lot to our prospects and our clients. If we keep saying, cannot la, we say from our mouth, you make people more fear. So therefore, we must be the assurer and to give people the assurance that, hey, you know what, things are going to be fine. These are the strategies. And to make sure that you give people a sense of assurance. And again, assure doesn't mean that you oversell. So you need to soften with the words and say, hey, not too sure if it will help. I'm not here to sell. Don't worry. You see first. So these are the words that I find very helpful right now. So that's my answer to your race.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Wesley. Okay, so just now we mentioned about go online is not options, is not a choice, it's a must. So what if there is some of the agents that still not yet adapt to this changes? Maybe their age is slightly elder, or maybe they don't know how to master the skill to go online, or what if they are very lost or very down, know what to do? What's your advice or direction you can give them to go for?
Okay,
yeah.
A lot of people, I think, when it comes to going online or doing sales when trying something new, right? I would like to think one of the biggest topics is because people try to be perfect. Means what? Hey, I go online, got people see or not? Got people like or not? Got people comment or not? I think that's not the way to look at this. I think most important, instead of looking to be perfect, I would like to think that we should all progress. Now means what? Focus on progression, not perfection. Now, I think all of us here, sometimes we think that, wow, see, these people are very lucky. One Facebook Live for thousands of people watch. That's what it is now, but you maybe don't know what that happened in the past, right? So, and I think the best time to start is yesterday. So for those of you who never started, right, must go and get started. Go and try lah. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I think Race, you mentioned a good point. Okay, I don't know how. I don't dare to do Facebook Live. One of the things to start is go interview people. At least got two face. One face no more nervous, but you put two face. That's what Race always do, right?
Yeah, like what I'm doing. Yeah.
So your job is just ask questions, people talk, right? Yes, you can. The next thing is you can share other people's content so long as add values. Share article. So there are many ways without showing face, so long as you remain active online. But if you ask me, video is the one that really gives people engagement because people see you. And one thing I like about video is because, right, I don't know whether you feel this before. You know, sometimes when people watch a video, right, and then they meet you in person, they will feel as if they met you before.
Yep.
Because they feel like, hey, in the video I see you before. Then they feel like, hey, how are you, Race? But you're like, I never met you before. But people feel more connected because, again, it's back to human basic. They see you, they see your face, they see you talk, they know how you talk. So people feel more comfortable with you. So hence, video is a very good tool. So video is a very good tool. Anybody can actually do video. Now so advanced already, you got Zoom. Record yourself, just put in there also can. You can even just take a phone just like that, you know, take a phone, then you can just take a selfie, also can. So long as the things that we share add value. So, and again, just be ourselves. At the end, people buy you. Doesn't matter if you're young, old. I know of people 50, 60 plus still do video. I think it's fine. Video is good. Personally, video has helped me a lot though. And I really want to say thanks to video and thanks to my mentor who teach me video. His name's called David Phua. And again, because of video, it helped me branch overseas. And because of video, it has helped me create a lot of link. And because of video, a lot of people get to know me. So, and it's only during MCO that because suddenly online, my video become more useful. And if not because of MCO, I think I won't have such a chance. I'm very lucky because previously I got to interview Tun Mahathir himself over Facebook Live. And second, also thanks to the videos that I've been doing last time, somebody here in Singapore got to know me and then they recommend me to another office in Hong Kong. And I did a training for Hong Kong from PJ, from KL. So I think a lot of good chance like this. So just be vulnerable, be yourself. Don't worry if your English good, bad, eyes small, hair long, short. Just be yourself. I think that's most important, Grace.
Okay, thank you. It's a very good point. What if there are some agents already striving very hard, working very hard, and then keep their momentum, keep doing everything live, sending a message, in touch with the members, but they are still getting a low response, or their clients, their prospect blue tick them and don't even give a reply. So shall they continue? Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned a very good point. So a lot of people here, they talk to people and they rejected, and then they feel disappointed, right? Okay, so here's the thing. If we follow this strategy, right, where you hit people up, only you approach and sell, what will happen is chances are you will get higher response. Okay, so let me tell you why. So the first point, L1 to L2. Hey, hi, well, you hope you're doing fine. Let me know if you need any help. Don't sell. Now, L2 to L3, then your next conversation goes like this and say, hey, hope you're doing fine so far. Recently, I have just launched a Facebook interview with a successful entrepreneur called Phua, and I recorded this 30 minutes interview. And we talk about 5 strategies to invest during crisis. Do you want to have a look at this link? And then reply, they say yes. Okay, here you go. Here's the link. Something like that. Or you can put on Facebook and say, hi everybody. I recently found an article that can help first home buyer to invest in the right property during crisis. For those of you first home buyer, if you're interested, comment me below and I will send you a copy. It can be something like this. And again, add value first. So people download ebook, watch your video, go through Facebook Live already, see you before, and then you use this approach. Then you approach them and say, hey, hope that your material so far, hope you've been following my ebook, hope the things that you read so far is helpful. Recently, we just have a new project launch, in KL, in Penang. We are just doing this. And this upcoming webinar, not too sure if it helps. If you're interested, I would be more than happy to give you an invitation. Is it okay if I invite you? So again, step by step. For those of you here, if let's say your prospect blue tick you one, then another question that I want to address to you is this. Okay, now those who don't reply, we cannot force them anymore. Okay, look at some other ways on how we can look back all our previous database that we have. Now is a good time to reactivate and then go through the process one more time to hit them up, response again, share with them valuable information, and then you see how you can add value. Now, here's the point. If people don't buy from you now, keep in touch with them. Again, after MCO, see how you can help and assist them. Again, everybody have their own timing. I would like to believe so long as you continue adding value and continue serving, then it's good for us to just continue engaging with people. Yeah.
Okay, so right now during MCO, I believe a lot of agents, they actually use Zoom or use the WhatsApp call to make the appointment. So Wesley, do you have any advice for the agents who are watching, like to ensure a higher closing rate or to ensure the appointment is more keen? Yeah.
I think it's good that you mentioned this idea, like because last time showroom selling, you can still talk with few touch the kitchen and all those things, and now cannot, now virtual. I know some companies have got VR, AR, and all those things. Now, if you ask me, online is also a good opportunity because number one, people are free at home, and basically it's just over Skype like this. You don't have to stuck in the traffic, you don't have to pay parking. Yes, we can still use online, Zoom, Webex, so many opportunities you still can. I think, again, we must first believe it is possible. I have heard of very good news from a lot of people who can still convert sales during crisis via Zoom. Can be done. First of all, tell ourselves that it can be done. It is possible. People have done it. We can actually leverage and do that. So arrange for Zoom. If again, go through the process, well wishes, ebook, video, Facebook Live, and then approach for those who reply and get active for you, then you invite over to webinar. Use this flow. I would like to think it's a lot better than just cold call everybody. Yeah.
Okay. So the flow you mentioned is just through WhatsApp and call, or you actually use other platform like email or Facebook Messenger, or what kind of platform you think is useful and helpful for the agents?
I think for B2C, especially for those of you, I would recommend using text, WhatsApp, call would also be good.
Okay.
Email, it's a little bit too formal lah. For those of you here, if you got keep database email one, yes, you can do like a blast. And again, don't first blast again, ask you to buy things again. First blast again, how are you? You keep in touch after a few days, and then you offer like Facebook interview, video, then you offer like ebook after that. Then after some time, only you can start approach and say, hey, now we got webinar, talk about this one, we got this one, would you want to join? Now, again, go through this process is a lot better. How to approach WhatsApp is all just a ways of mechanism. Any ways can reach out to your people. It depends on your own target audience and your own preference. Some people use text, some people use call. I think many ways you can reach people. Yeah.
Okay, so like the China, right? We are right now experience what China experienced before. So after China unlocked, the sales like boom up to 300%. So what do you think we can do to make sure our sales will be boom like 300% as well after unlock period? Yeah.
So don't wait until unlock, do it now. And again, because one thing very important, customer buyer sentiment is, if during tough times, if you continue adding value to me, I will remember you. So it's not until that we wait 29 April, let's hope no extend 29 April only, then suddenly talk to prospect, hey, how are you after MCO? People feel like, walao, during crisis, never find me. After everything, only you can't find me. So again, sincerity-based strategy. And I think now is a good time to keep in touch, start to activate back all our previous leads. Jota, hey, hi, how are you? Get ready with videos and all. So and then it is win now and win then. I got this one principle I want to share with you is, if you're able to win over your prospect now, it is easier to win them in the future. So therefore, I think now is the best time to get started. Now is your homework time. Every single second, every single day passes by is an opportunity for you. And again, if you can't convert into sales right now, don't give up. Continue adding value. That's the most important point. Add value, add value, add value, add value, take referral, add value, take referral, and say, hey, do you need any friends who think want this ebook? I can send to them. Hey, do you have any people that you benefit from me? Maybe you can tag. So get to know and just reach out to more people and continue adding value. So that's what I believe. Yeah.
Okay. So as a successful entrepreneur like you, how do you manage your time like during MCO? Maybe most of the people that sleep until like 11 or 12 p.m. and then maybe sleep at 4 or 5 a.m. How do you manage the time and then make sure that we are everything on track? Yeah, doing what we need to do.
Okay, disclaimer, You say successful like you, I still have a long way to go. I don't like to be called successful. I think I got a long way to go. I'm still learning along the way. One of the things that I think work best is number one, there are many ways. Number one is this one also got flow one. And again, similar to our prospects, we need to hit them out. I think our own productivity also need to hit one, which means if you straight away from like very lazy, wow, tomorrow go and make 100 calls. You can but people need step-by-step one. So there are some things I want to recommend to you, and I call this ACER, A-C-E-R, right? A-C-E-R. A-C-E-R means what? A means the first thing that we all must commit. If you want a productive activity, is our attire.
Attire, okay.
Attire.
Okay.
Don't work with your pajamas. Let me tell you why. Because if you don't even put effort to change your clothes, what do you think about making calls, sending WhatsApp, doing video? It's a way of telling ourselves that once you change into okay, you're very well dressed, so I also feel like underdressed. So change ourselves to go into smart, casual, comfortable attire. Don't wear pajamas to do your call and your videos. Change your attire. So it's a good way for you to tell yourself, okay, it's ready, time for us to work. That's our attire. That's number one.
Good
Number two
point.
is C. C is our commitment. Commitment means what? Okay, today must do what? Tomorrow must do what? Day 3 must do what? Now, it all comes back to one thing. I don't believe in motivation. I believe in clarity. Clarity means what? Today do this one, after lunch do this one. Today record this video, tomorrow do this thing. Tomorrow go and call 10 people, then I go and follow people. So you need to be clear what you want to do. Because again, motivation can come and go. Especially during crisis, we all emotion high, panic, you also follow. So
Yep.
our mind will only follow things that we target. So therefore, clarity is more important than motivation. So be clear what you need to do today, tomorrow, and the thing is it's not. For those of you here say, Wesley, I'm not clear what I want to do. That's the reason why I got do ebook. For those who want, again, for those who want, you can go and download. Second thing is keep in touch with your team. Okay, all of us are sales. I'm sure most of you have got like your teams and all. Keep in touch. Make sure we must be part of the system. So what's a system? Your trainings, your coachings, your weekly meeting, your sharing session, be in touch because we need to stay motivated, positive, so that the action can come. So commitment is very important. Today do what? Tomorrow do what? What should I write? What should I do? We need to be clear. Now the next thing is called E. What is called E? Now E is very important. So action. Okay, so A is attire. C. Now E is called energy. Energy is very important because at the end of the day, right? You need to tell yourself, okay, go and do one more. Just 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 go and do one more. So the mindset of just do one more, do one more, do one more, do one more, right? When you do like day 1, day 2, day 3, when you look back, right, hey, 3 days already. So energy means you got to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Now, how to have energy? It all comes back to engagement. Engage with your people, talk to your leaders, talk to your coach so that we remain sane. If not, a lot of people are, I don't know what day is today. So go and talk to people, engage, don't just Netflix and watch YouTube at home. Just talk to people and keep ourselves engaged. And the power of productivity comes from R. Now, what is R? Routine, habit. You do 1 time, 3 times, 7 times, 9 times. When it comes to 9 times, it is a lot easier because now got momentum, got routine. So for all of you here, if you want to change into more productive, one of the things is develop routine, keep doing, wake up early like how you wake up last time. I don't know what time you wake up, but again, wake up normal your routine, like normal how it goes like. And again, routine is very powerful. Keep doing, keep pushing, energy important. So it becomes a new habit for you. Again, let me just recap. ACER, attire, commitment, energy, and routine. Very, very important.
Okay. So as an example, how do you plan your day? Like you have some spiritual, maybe some dachok or something during the morning or cooking, or how do you end your days, like by checking your to-do list? Yeah. Do you have any clearer or maybe some example for the agents who just new join real estate? Yeah. How do they plan their day?
Plan the day, I think to-do list is a must. And again, because when you have to-do list, only you are very clear on what you have to do today, tomorrow, so it's more clarity. How do I plan it? The thing that works for me is a checklist and to-do list. I'm a person that always have checklist, to-do list. Okay, so then the next question is this, Wesley, need to write diary. I think it's up to you. My habit is I got one to-do list, right, in my own WhatsApp group. And this WhatsApp group is only me. So I put there tasking and I pin at the top. So every single time I open WhatsApp, right, I will see my to-do list one. So there's one thing I do. Things I need to do, I put in my own group. This group only got me inside. So that's what I tell myself, to-do list. Yeah. So that's what I do, planning my time, to-do list. How do I start my day? Okay, now I'm in a sales coaching program when I'm giving coaching to the people. So I wake up every day at 7:30 because 8 o'clock for every day for 1 hour, I will talk to the people I coach. So it's a good start. Wake up early can. How do I end my day? There's no replying email. Because besides doing sales coaching, I also got do corporate training so I need to do proposals and all. So in fact, I'm very grateful to be honest. I'm very thankful, grateful that sales are still coming in. I just need to adapt and change myself. At the end of the day, if we don't change, the market will change us. So therefore, we need to stay ahead and stay relevant. Yeah.
Agree. Yeah, we have a common habit, which is doing a to-do list, and then I will do a journal list as well, like writing a diary as well to appreciate what happened in today, and then what I'm going to do the next day. Yeah, so like as a leader or maybe a speaker like you, public speaker like you, sometimes we might have some downtime or maybe negative time. So how do you overcome and keep yourself motivated and high energy so that you can actually coach more people and then get your things done?
How do I keep my energy high? Well, that's a very tricky question.
Yeah, keep yourself motivated. Yeah.
I think it goes back to one thing, like if you do what you love, then you have more energy. If you do what you love, if you love what you do, if you enjoy, I think that's the time you have more energy. Now, to me, right, how do I get energy? I get energy by taking my to-do list. I'm the kind of person, if I really finish my task, I feel like yes. So okay, that's called the power of momentum, power of routine. So which means if you do to-do list, you break down your goal and then you tick. So the moment you tick, you feel like it is like you go shopping, right? You got grocery, got one list, let's say today must buy tomato, buy already, then you tick. So that's how I trick myself. I work very well with to-do lists and to make myself and tell myself, go and do it. Do one more task. Just do one more. Just do one more. That's how I get my energy. But ultimately, I'm very grateful to find things that I love and very passionate about: training, speaking, coaching, and sales and influence and NLP and all. I like doing this for the fact because I have this satisfaction when you help people, right? Then you feel very... So it's actually no longer about me. I always tell myself, if I'm tired, I can sleep. But if this information doesn't get across, right, people may lose opportunity or they may lack something. So, and I would like to think, again, don't focus on ourselves, focus on the impact that we make towards people. Then at the end of the day, it's no longer just about you, but why not serve our people that we are supposed to do in sales? That's what I truly believe.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so maybe you can do a wrap up or conclusion like during the whole interview. Some points for our audience.
So and again, just to do a very quick recap, so in terms of this, I would like to think again, MCO is a very, very good time for those who do sales. That's what I believe, and that's what has been helping me so far. All right. And again, we must first believe that it's an opportunity, because we cannot change MCO. Let's put it, it's a fact that we can't change. But what we can change is our perception on how we see this. Either we see it as a crisis or we see it as an opportunity. So once we believe it's an opportunity, then we tell ourselves to remind ourselves to be more positive, because if you're positive, you will perform much better than negative. Continuing adding value. Remember, every single thing that you tell people, give people assurance that you're here to stay. Have this mindset: if you're able to win people now, you will be able to win people next time. It's a very good time to test our resilience and ourselves. So therefore, during this lockdown period crisis, it will definitely recover. By when, I don't know. I'm not an economist, and don't ask me. And it will recover. So therefore, stay with our prospects, stay with our customers, continue adding value to them, be by their side to support them if you need to. Chances are market recovers. When they need to buy the time, they have no choice but to buy from you. So this is, I think, a good mindset for us to have. And I say this not based on motivation. I say because this is really very helpful for me and my coaching client. So another thing we talked about just now was we talked about the frozen meat analogy. And again, because Wesley is a very bad cook. So when you want to eat food, right, frozen food must defreeze, then you warm, you heat, then you cook, then become grill. So that's when we kept this analogy just now. I showed it face just now. Okay? We need to move people from one stage to the other. So these people are the ones who are frozen category. Frozen, defreeze, and then you warm, you cook, and then you grill. Our prospects are the same. If they are not interested to buy, neutral, buy later, and buy now. If they are not interested to buy yet, these are like the cold people, never keep in touch. One of the best ways is you can send them well wishes. Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing fine. Don't sell. Remember, don't sell. So at this time, I would like to share with people, a lot of people here suddenly on LinkedIn, right? Because I'm very active on LinkedIn. Suddenly, so many people at me. First message, hi, how are you? Hope you're doing fine. I never reply. Next 30 minutes come already. I got this thing, you want to buy or not? Relax first. Get to know people and stay engaged first. So don't do that, right? How to move people from L1 to L2, make people to respond to you. How to respond? Well wishes, how are you? And don't sell. No selling intention. L2 to L3, make people realize your expertise, existence, and experience. How to do so? That's when you share useful information, ebook, Facebook video, Facebook Live, articles, Facebook interview shows, and things like that. So that you see that you exist and they appreciate you, can help them solve their problem. L3 to L4, this is the time you convince them. Does it pick up the call and arrange for the appointment? How to convince them? Back to your unique selling point. Once they are convinced unique selling point, L4 to L5, how to make them buy now is all your offer, your rebates, and your negotiation. Now, step by step, every step got their own strategy one. So don't rush and follow this one to go through. Very important, sincerity-based strategy. It will only work if you genuinely believe can help people and be sincere and go and help our clients. So that's my summary for you, Race.
Thank you so much for recap everything and then summarize everything for everyone. Okay, suddenly questions pop up in my mind. So what's your quote or your belief which driven you so far until today? It could always be in your mind, pop on your mind.
So this quote is a quote that is very close to my heart. The reason why I believe in this quote because I want to share a very personal story. So many years ago, one of my toughest time was to make a switch in my career. I was a chemical engineer. What are you doing here, right? So I was a chemical engineer many years ago. So I decided I like training, speaking, I like business. Okay lah, go and resign and just go and do something else lah, huh? Like any other young people, go and chong, go and try first lah. So and because my father was the kind of person that says, hey, you want to be successful, you become an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer lah. So I think a lot of parents also same lah. So I pick up engineering and I decided I want to pursue my passion and I resigned. So my father was very upset and said, hey, what are you doing now? Why? So then we somehow we have an argument and he was, remember one day at 1 o'clock midnight and we had a very bad argument. He was waiting for me and they say, what you want to do? And I said, I want to be a speaker. He said, you xiao eh. Then I'm like, no, that's my dream. So then we had an argument and he chased me out from my house. And he said, son, you get out from the house. That's like the most downtime for me. A disclaimer, I still get to stay at home. But we never talk face to face for 1 year after that. Because if I talk, confirm will kena one. So that's what happened to me. So it was very sad. It was very hard for me because I wanted to try my career as a trainer and speaker. So I just do it lah. I just go any course, look for any sifu and just go and learn. One of the things that are helpful to me, I learned NLP. That's the time NLP changed my life. And I just go through and just go and learn lah. Start to give talks. I started in school, in school. My job last time, Race, when I first started was to give motivation talk to Form 3 and Form 5 students. Pelajar sekalian, belajar bersungguh-sungguh. That's what I did. So my BM very fluent. Really, that's what I did. From school, I go to uni, then I go to corporate, then after that, that's how I evolved. Now, here's the thing. After 1 year, my father suddenly called me. And he say, I still remember I was driving to a company and my father called me and say, hey, son, we need to talk. That time he talking, I already crying. And never in my life, I heard my father cry. And when he was crying, right, then I asked him, Dad, why are you crying? And he said, as a father, I want to say sorry. Then I say, why you want to say sorry? And he said, because I feel I was very harsh on you. Then I say, it's okay lah, it's okay, I understand. And my father said this one thing I remember here until today. My father said, whatever you do, I will always be proud of you. So that's a time I want to tell this is because, right, we all have tough times, right? But I always remember this one thing, tough times don't last. Tough people do. And this is my quote here, I strongly believe, tough times won't last one. Tough people do. And the reason why I share this to all of you here watching is because I am sure if you stay until right now, you are a tough person. If not, you won't go through this 50 minutes or 1 hour here listening to me talk. And the thing is, because I'm sure all of you here watching this, we want something back in return. So therefore, thank you very much for investing your 1 hour with me. And my quotation that I want to tell people is, tough times don't last, tough people do. So bad times will surely recover so long as we just have to keep going on. So that's my favorite quotation, Race.
Wow, thank you so much. I think the quotation is really powerful and the story, and the things you have been through is really, inspiring me as well. So thanks for sharing your knowledge and also your story and your skill set to us in this past hour. I appreciate you again for coming to our channel. And lastly, I heard that you actually have a coming class next week, right?
Yes.
Do you mind to share us?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for giving me the airtime. Okay, so for those of you here who resonates with what I say, if you think things that I say are practical, and I would like to invite all of you here to my upcoming webinar. It will be happening on 19 April, which is on this Sunday, 2:30 to 4. And it will be a 1.5 hours free online webinar. And I will share with you exactly the 7 mindsets that I believe that we should all have. And I'm going to explain a lot deeper in terms of the heat of conversion, this frozen meat, right? To help us, how do we move from L1, L2, L3 to L4 and L5? I will share with you all these practical strategies and how do we do, what do we say, what can we post and all to actually capture people so that people can keep engaged with you. Very practical for those of you salespeople and business owners. So I would like to invite you to just join me in this program. And I'll share with you what I've done, what are some of my results for me and my coaching clients. It is very practical, tested during crisis. So, and again, feel free to just, there's a link, I think Race will give you the link.
Yeah.
For those of you here, you can just enroll yourself and then you see whether this 1.5 hours, see what you can benefit from here. I can almost say this will definitely guarantee you're going to learn something because besides motivation, I will give you very actionable strategies. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Wesley. Okay, thanks again for the audience here. We were here staying with us for the past hour. I hope today you get some valuable knowledge or something that inspired you, impactful for you as well. Okay, so we will be having our next episode next Wednesday. And Wesley, anything to add on before we end this section?
Don't have lah. I just want to thank you and for those of you watching right now, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for having me. So when actually Ray say, hey, this is Ray from IQ, I said, yeah, I remember you.
Thank you for remembering me. Yeah,
I want to do a quick shout out for Celine. Also, thank you for approaching me too. I don't know whether you're watching this. Thank you so much for the entire team for your support. And for those of you here, you should stay at home and go and do sales lah. Good time to do sales. Instead of selling, I think it's time to serve our customers during tough times. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much again. And then for those who just joined in, okay, please type the comment bar there, click type learn LEARN and then share these videos to your page. Okay, share these videos to your friends or tag them in, okay, so that they can replay the whole section, which is if you think it's useful for them lah. Okay, so thanks again. Thank you everyone. So we will end this section today and have a good night. Stay safe everyone. Thank you Wesley again.
Thank you everybody. Thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.